Hello, hello, and welcome. I went a little overboard yesterday and added just like a bunch of songs to my playlist. Um, so yeah, expect some really different ones than usual. Hopefully Gelato Beach can still find its way and like sneak into there as per usual. I haven't heard it. Kind of miss it, to be honest. Thought I wouldn't. Um, But alright, okay. Enough stalling, sorry. We're getting right into the thick of it, of Turnabout Goodbyes. Which, oh my god. I'm like excited for it, but I'm also, wow, I'm almost done with it. A little bittersweet, in my opinion. So, alright. But you know what? We still have a fifth case. Which actually, considering how much left we have with Turnabout Goodbyes, I don't want to start it today. This stream just might be like a short one, and then we'll get into the fifth case next week. No Saturday stream this week. So next Monday we'll probably get into case 5, because I don't want to I don't know, that kind of irks me to think about. Ending a case, you have this like big emotional dramatic finish, and then you immediately have to like rewire your brain, so to speak, to take in whatever new thing is happening in the next case. And I'm just not really here for it, So let's just get through this one. Hi there, good to see you. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry, I just had a horrible posture. I'm like, I can't sit like this for forever. Okay. Okay, we're getting back into Turnabout Goodbyes. I forgot where we left. We took a 5-minute recess, and then now we're back in court. Good posture is very important, especially when I sit for a very long time. I've been good. It's weird streaming so early, because I mean, I even do like the 5 p.m. streams and stuff like that, but for some reason 4, like such a big difference. I'm like a little more tired than usual. Even though it's not that big a time difference, to be honest. I used to try and stream in like the actual morning. Like I used to do like 10 a.m. streams. I got sick of that real quick. Just figured out it wasn't for me. Yeah, I don't know why I did it to myself. I just don't know why I did it to myself. I had the idea of just like getting it over with, so to speak, where like, because I have this thing where I don't know if this is a universal thought process for people, but if I have something planned for later in the evening, that's like all I think about until I go and do it. And that was me with streaming. Like, my streams are at 6. I'm like, I can't do anything yet because I have to stream at 6. I can't do anything right now because I have to stream later tonight. So I'm like, oh, if I do it in the morning, I'll just get it out. I'll just stop thinking about it. I didn't enjoy it though. I'd rather have a good stream in the evening than one where I'm not even conscious for. Okay. Yeah, but with that being said, I hope everyone else is having a good day. I hope you're having a good day. Hope you drank water, got some good sleep, and had a snack and all that. We are about to... I think this is gonna be some emotional catharsis. This stream. The end of this case. I am ready for it. Possibly. Oh? Alright, well. Leaving it vague. I respect that. Oh my god. Shed some manly adult tears. You know what? That's fine. I think I need to brace myself then. Alright. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge? Oh shoot. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, Though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. Oh? I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, he's being generous. No, Your Honor. On karma. You knew this was gonna happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? This kind of infuriates me. Ugh. You're not guilty, dude. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? Say no. It is correct. Fuck! Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. Really? That will be the key. But only if I can get it to work. Please. 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 Take everything apart and show him how, illogical he's being. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure, began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. I still don't get how throwing a gun can cause it to fire. I'm not like a gun expert, but like, don't you need to have your finger on the trigger for that to happen? And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator... fuck. Okay. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Ah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, well, Phoenix was alluding to, one key part that doesn't make sense. What is in this court record of mine? The bullet. It struck him in the heart? I would doubt that a little kid Edgeworth would have that kind of aim. Anything about this? Yeah, this still strikes me as odd. What, did the bullet ricochet? Doubt it. Did it fire twice? Edgeworth didn't throw it twice. What is up with this? No clues found on the scene. No clues found on the scene? Return from lost trial son. Page 9. One bullet was found in his heart. The murder weapon was fired twice, though. Which I find suspicious. Okay. Okay. There's a single gunshot, then a scream. I'm gonna press him first, and then I think I'll present the case file. The gun fired once? Yes. I think, after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, echoed in my head every day. Gunshot, that horrible scream. The scream. What? Okay, well, that's fine. We'll think about that later, but I want to, well, let me save first, just because I'm not too sure this is what it wants me to do. But I think I'm on the right track. Yes! Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of it. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Oh, what a burn! Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. But you do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? Probably victim data. This is the one we haven't seen. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yeah, right there. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when... I'm dying. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. What? Huh? There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What? I see. What? You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case? If we look at the murder scene, the bullet on the elevator door? Yeah, Your Honor. I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident? That's what I'm gonna be doing. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. See that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice, at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where? Your Honor, please. Please get a clue. Do I have to point it out to you? Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. Right there. I want to be very precise. Very precise. Right there. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. See, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary? That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found.
Why?
Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth.
I doubt it.
It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. What? Like what? Give me, an example. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. The murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. Yeah, it does come standard with every elevator door. Of course, how could I have forgotten? I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. Shut up. Shut up. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edward declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. The case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? No, I've just been zoning out, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. Though you killed your father, that was not your intention. Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here. Or you could just, not, and then have the case close. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
Yeah.
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? I want to say I have an objection. I don't know what it would be, though. I'll just do it. I have an objection. Your Honor, I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. What? Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Ugh.
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Grah! It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist? But where? Someone took it. Seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. No, wait. Yes, it will. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. God, he's really trying. The murderer? Then tell us, who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet? But why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? Not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that second bullet? I mean, it's good to erase your tracks, so to speak. So yes? Of course there was a need. That's why they took it. Ah, what possible reason could they have had? Oh, well... The reason the murderer took the bullet away from them, from them, was that the bullet would be used as proof. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof? Proof. It was a special bullet. What? Since when? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Right? Have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. Fuck. Maybe that's not it. Let me try again, please. The murderer was cautious. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet. If that was the case, then they should have taken the but that's the exact same thing. Wait, really? Is it gonna penalize me either way? Really? Really? This isn't going so well. Was it just for a narrative purpose? Whatever. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? I guess no. I guess not. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Ah, yes, semantics. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had... I know, she likes sprinkling in little clues. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. The bullet hit the murderer? I'm just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Oh my god. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime? That's some bullshit logic, Mr. Wright. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yan Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Did literally no one ever suspected that would be the case? The two men fight inside the elevator. I know, it's a mystery. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door, hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door, sees the men inside. Can you open an elevator door when it's out of order like that? Just yank it open? Would have been really strong. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet you cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it. Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Probably. Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Huh? It would be pretty unsafe to be trapped like that.
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Oh, I don't. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation after that. An unusual event for the man. That's true. Unless he was like running on adrenaline or something. That's the first and last vacation he's taken in as many years of prosecuting.
Yeah, you remember all that. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured. Holy shit. Maya, you're a genius.
Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. I'm saying this out loud in court.
Maya MVP. Yes, absolutely. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, we've indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Did I come out and say it now? I mean, we just made this revelation. I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna be ballsy about it. Yeah, you're never gonna believe it. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Oh, you know, I know. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who was your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? Von Karma? Von Karma? What? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Ah. Oh, you're not denying it? You don't object? Pog soundtrack time, for real. Really hype. I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? You said it, not me. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
No use. Oh, so you can hear us from where we're standing? Edgeworth. I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. Probably didn't undergo surgery. It would leave a doctor as a witness. Which means my theory about how the murderer carried the bullet with him, because he had to take it with him, is right. Ugh, nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? Ew, that's insane.
I know. It's only when it's convenient do they hear us talking amongst ourselves. No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably subconsciously remembering the outcome of these things. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright. Or like, yes, I can play through observances. Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Yeah. I think I can. I've been coasting for this long, I might as well just go all the way with this ridiculous theory. Sorry. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... See, I already know. But this is crazy. Okay. Yeah, this is it. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do mean. I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Yeah. Crazy, right? Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh? Oh! Yes, new sprite. Ooh, breaking you down. I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you? Yeah. It's a lose-lose situation for you, Manfred. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Dude, you're chickening out on me? The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Yeah, eat shit. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Oh? How does this... Ahaha! Really annoying noise, but it's good. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma? You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Oh god, case 5, I've forgotten. I've forgotten what annoying noises are involved with case 5. I know they have some like fun game mechanics that are different from the other 4 cases. I don't remember what sound effects come with them. We'll see when we get there. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, really? It has nothing to do with this incident. How flimsy. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. I hate you. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? Yeah, show us evidence. Decisive evidence. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. I literally do. Thanks to a certain someone named Maya Fey. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. Wow, how funny how it works out that way. When you get rid of all the evidence, you can't prove things. What a smart move, Von Karma. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? He really just said no, you. Oh, it's a bold move. Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. My question is... Hold up. I just had a revelation. So the gun was inside the elevator, right? Otherwise, Edgeworth wouldn't have been able to throw it. So how did Von Karma get his hands on it if he shot from outside the elevator? Like, how did they use the same pistol? Do they ever explain that? I'm just like... Oh, he opened the door and snatched it. I see. That makes more sense. Okay. I was like, are they gonna tie that up in any way? They do. Okay, it makes sense. Ballistic markings. Yes, ballistic markings. They're quite fascinating. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Let me just indulge you with a full definition. They're the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. I'm dying. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. Valley Girl Judge. Should I swap voices? Oh, that would be fun. I do have, I'm, like, reserving my Valley Girl speak for, who's that one in the second case, if you know her? We'll get to it. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. Second game, not second case. Did I say second case? Whatever. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma? You will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. Solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Okay, I can't scream, but it's a very intense moment. He's screaming for like seconds. Jesus. Edgeworth, are you okay? That scream. This is when psych locks would come up and be broken. I've heard that scream before. I know. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Oh my god, no! Get away. Poor 9-year-old Edgeworth. Get away from my father. Oh my god. And that signature scream. Are you unearthing subconscious memories, revealing past trauma? This is good for you in the long run, Edgeworth. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. On Karma, it was you who screamed. Oh my god. Mr. Von Karma. I'm not gonna scream, but like, oh my god, he's having flashbacks of his own. Jeez, this is a moment. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. How petty. You left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Oh my good lord. He's making death threats. He's just doing too much. He needs to, like, take a sip of water and just chill. Chief Prosecutor. Sorry. On Karma. Not like you to make this kind of error. Never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth. No. It was a shock like none oh, fuck. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. Must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. Went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. Pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. That's so scary. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. It opened by itself, I guess. He didn't have to pry it open. Yeah. Well, it's nitpicking. It makes sense either way. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. Did they just recycle that image from the fucking boat scene? Alright, whatever. When you work on a budget, it works. Last moments. Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died never knowing who had shot him. That's why, when his spirit... Yeah. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. He's actually quite composed for someone who was just outed for murdering someone. Now, end it. Very well. Alright. It's prison for you. It appears that we have come to... Oh. Why did I say that so wrong? It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. Do they kill him off? I think with most of the murderers, they go to jail, right? I can't recall a case where the murderer dies. If they killed him off, I'd be surprised that I forgot it. I want to know if they do say anything about him. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not fucking guilty. What a relief. That is all. This court is adjourned. I'm gonna take... oh my god. Very relieved. That took way too long. I mean, like, oh, shoot, you know what? I should have been paying attention to the, timestamps to see how long these court proceedings actually take. Are they fighting off a death sentence? Is that, like, the end game for them? I don't know. I see so much fan art of all the murderers in jail and stuff like that. I kind of assume that they just go to, like, a state prison or something. Are they really on death row? I'll have to do more research. I love looking at the Wikipedia and stuff like that. Maybe the wiki has some stuff about it.
Nick! Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. But I looked pretty pale myself. Very scary. I was sure we'd had it.
No, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. Now it's all just a good memory.
Good is debatable. So, finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see.
Thank you, right. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
My first time saying thank you. Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
He's got you there. Ooh, oh, Gumshoe! Amazing, pal. You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Whoop! Whoop. I feel foolish. I'm never doing that again.
Don't worry, take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
I don't think he's cut out for that kind of stuff, Maya. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all, what, Lotta?
Lotta?
Yo, we're great in there. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. Dude, Edgeworth, you trying just a bit too hard, bud. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, yeah? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? Oh, good God. It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Keonce. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. He needs some time to process this. He's not really acting like himself. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right. I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. Got money in it. Oh yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? That doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth? You didn't know this. Oh, no, you didn't know. You didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah. Too well. Kinda traumatized me. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me.
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. That's one way to put it. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I had only known, I'd have become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. Thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Wanna switch, right? Oh, that's a funny little sentiment. Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo.
Hey, photo time! Let's go. I like photos.
And after that, dinner on me. Gumshoe, you are too generous. Detective Gumshoe took us out of the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. That's really funny. I totally forgot about that part. Like, he's with us in spirit. Oh? Well, I went a little overboard yesterday. Head hurts. Huh? Still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Were you sleeping in your office? What's this? A letter?
Oh? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you. It made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. It was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. Couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Ah! The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station. We've got to catch her before she leaves. Maya, get back here! I guess I'm too late. It's strange that they drew this background only for this scene. We don't see it in the game at all.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! Hi? So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
What? Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes. Only her voice. And some flashing PNGs, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. It's gotta be the bullet. This is the thing that she nabbed when Von Karma was literally on a tasing spree. We are.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm gonna complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
Oh, shoot. The train's leaving without me. So this is it.
See you soon, Maya. Oh, that's so sweet.
Thanks, Nick.
So cute. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. Say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Maya best girl for real. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Huh. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh. Got a bad feeling about this. Are they gonna give credits? Oh! I just hit my elbow! Fuck! But I'm also very emotional right now. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Yeah, I'm good. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Gumshoe, I love you. Also, the text with these end credits is really fast, so my voice acting might suffer for it. Oh my god. I can't believe that this game was made on such a short team, with a small team. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. Okay. Work that cheese. Go for it, Larry. Okay, yeah, a 7-person team for this whole 4-case game. And then they added the 5th case.
Who, right? Yeah, I remember him. I forgot his voice. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Okay. Alright, Payne. Completely forgot about you. The rookie crusher? Oh my god. Who else? Who else indeed? Oh, hi! Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Thank you. I can't wait to voice him once every beginning of the game, and then forget about his character at all. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. That quote will stick with me for forever, actually. They say it so much. I find it strange. Oh, hi. Phoenix, right? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know the tape that they're putting on the DVD box set thing is not that I know what a DVD is or why I use three-letter words. Everything these days, oh my god. It's, I can't voice act that fast. I just can't speak that fast, to be honest. As is for usual. I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. I can't even read them. For real. I mean, it's on purpose. It does its job well. The effect is there. And she still does it in later games. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? We'll find out in the next game. I like that little callback, call forward, so to speak. That's nice. Hey! Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy of my tender age. Isn't it Will Powers? That's funny too. Oh, hi. Yeah, I remember right. That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them there's a ghost. For real? Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Wouldn't that be the camera's work, not you? You can't take credit for your equipment, Lada. I guess she could. She wasn't wrong! There really is a ghost! Oh, look at Maya. That's so sweet. And Gumshoe's confetti. Oh my god, he really is the one throwing the confetti at the end of when you get the verdict. That's hilarious. I love it! I love it! Oh yes, I would love to save. Okay. I don't want to accidentally misclick and get into the 5th case. I don't want to do that at all. So I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here and reflect on the case. And just everything. The case itself, the actual, like, Gourd Lake case, to me, is not very memorable. Like, the DL6 incident, for me, played a much bigger role. It was, like, more emotionally... Like, people were more emotionally invested in the DL6 incident. The Gourd Lake case, how it started, I wasn't really all for it. But the ending really hits you. So I liked that aspect of it. Oh my god. So, yeah. End of the 4th case. I can't believe I got through this game. I mean, I feel like I went through it really quickly. This is the game that I've been playing, this is the game that I started all the streaming with. Was the first Ace Attorney game. Started it back in May. Now we're finally done with Case 4. Which technically means we would have been done with the game if we were playing, like, the original version. But I'm glad that they added on that big, long 5th case. I know! It was life or death. It was very extremely intense. Also, how self-loathing he was. Like, he had completely given up. And I mean, that's kind of a theme you see with a lot of the characters in the cases, where, like, everyone's like, this is the end for me. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. I'm just it's hopeless. And, like, Phoenix is the only one that can get them out of that rut with evidence. That's a recurring theme for the case. but seeing, the cold, calculated Edgeworth fall into despair like that, that complete character shift. And also, he grew as a person, Like, in the third case, he realized that sometimes prosecution means, siding with the defense. Yeah, exactly. Wow. He was being stubborn, to be honest. But he went through a really nice character progression. Yeah. And I hope to see more of those in the other games as well. I can't remember. In terms of character arcs, maybe the second game was pretty good for Phoenix's character. And the third game, I feel like the third game was very Maya centric. Very Maya centered game. Because she does come back and uh, help us with our defense and stuff like that. So each game has its own little like central character arc, which I really, really enjoy. And then even on into the fourth, fifth, sixth installments and stuff like that, they center in on a particular character as well, which I really like. So yeah, oh my god. Wow, what an emotional whirlwind. Really? Her name is Pearl. She's the sweetest. The second game I think is like my favorite. I don't know. If you I'm not going to spoil anything. But the cases in that game, there's one that stands out to me as not a very good case. With these games, there's always, third case syndrome is always an issue, or just mid case syndrome. But the cases in the second game are some of the most fun I've had with the game. Oh, that's right. Have you played the third? Have you played the third game, or are you in the process of replaying the games, or are they new experiences? Hmm. That sucks when responsibilities get in the way of having fun. But I do hope exam phase is going well for you. All new experience? Oh, interesting. I won't say anything too spoilery then. I played through the entire trilogy. So sometimes through replaying some of these games, I'm like, oh, they mentioned that all the way in the first game? Like, go back and play it. Alright, I guess. Uh-oh, question mark? Oh, I know exams can be emotionally draining. I personally am not in exam phase, but I'm starting up my second year of college in a month, less than a month. So that's going to be a little more emotionally draining. It's just exams, you just got to power through them. My experience with exams is that my mind goes blank, but then I just do it. I just become like a puppet for the exam. And I just do it and I mindlessly fill out all the questions. For some reason I don't get much exam anxiety. But I don't know. But I wish you luck. And I hope that you get good results and I hope that you're able to take care of yourself during and after exams time. Exam times. Exams. Oh, jeez. If you couldn't tell, I'm actually a bit tired. Like, I'm rambling, clearly. But alright. I think we'll get back to Ace Attorney next Monday. We're into Case 5, which for me is a lot of fun because it's super long and also new characters. Yeah, I know. I'm glad that we reached the end. I didn't think there was this much to get through. I thought it would be like a half hour's worth of gameplay. No, it's actually quite a bit. But I'm glad that we got through it and that I got to see it. So, alright. I will see you next Monday. Take care of yourself. Drink lots of water. Get up and stretch. Go for a walk if you can. Have a snack. Sleep well. And just have a good one. I will see you around.